The population of Israel today is 7 million. And do you know that 2 million babies have been aborted since 1948? We had last year approximately 150,000 babies born, and we had approximately 50,000 abortions. We have a nation of broken-hearted women here, women who are hurting, women who need healing, women who need to see the hand of God come into their lives and minister to them. In Ba'ad Chaim, we care about the mother and the child. We are a nonprofit organization for the protection of the mother and the child because we believe that abortion hurts women. And so, when she phones our counselors, we have counselors across the nation of Israel with hotlines. They pick up their phone and they counsel that girl. Their goal is to see her and meet with her and to be able to hug her and minister to her. When they phone, we say to her, "What is in your heart?" Often she says, "I want an abortion. I have no choice." The real choice is to say, "My heart, everything in me wants to protect my child. How can you help me?" We give her that choice. The choice is to be able to keep the baby.
I didn't want it, but I said to my husband that if I don't have someone who can speak to, I want an abortion. So I came and I saw Cindy. She spoke to me hours and hours and hours, and at last she convinced me to not do an abortion. I was unsure. I was calling her, and she was patient.
We counsel, we care, we give free pregnancy tests. We have something called Operation Moses. Operation Moses provides for each woman everything she needs for her baby for an entire year. We give her the baby bed, the stroller, the changing table, a bathtub filled with all kinds of baby accessories. Then we give her monthly the baby food that she needs and diapers every month so that she can provide for her child.
אני רוצה להגיד באמת שעזרתם לי המון, ובאמת תודה רבה לכם. אבל שווה להביא ילדים לעולם. כן? כי זה אושר.
Over the years, we've had a lot of women come in and say that they were so grieved that they had had an abortion, that they were so sorry. And yet I've never once had a woman say to me that she regretted having her baby. Never once.
I was in the 5th month of my pregnancy when I contacted Ba'ad Chaim. I had given up my job and study plans in Tel Aviv and had returned here to Kiryat Malachi. I felt shattered and was totally depressed. I searched the internet and came across Ba'ad Chaim. I contacted them and had conversations with Sharon, who gave me the encouragement and support I needed. I met with Ba'ad Chaim. Your involvement helped me so much in not succumbing to depression. I'm so grateful to you. I acknowledge my mistakes, but this was the best way to deal with the matter. Now I feel fulfilled and have joy. The really important thing is that you're bringing forth life.
How do we help women who've had an abortion? We have counseling for them. We can provide them with a seminar. And last year, we began a forest called Ganei Chaim, the Gardens of Life. This is a beautiful forest in the Latrun area, the central area of Israel. Women from all over Israel and all over the world can come to this forest and plant a tree in memory of the baby who was either aborted or miscarried. And I believe that as women can plant a tree in memory of the baby who was lost, who never was allowed to live, that tree will bring her healing in many ways as she brings closure to her experience of abortion or miscarriage.
I joined the Army when I was 17 and a half. I was very promiscuous and I was still in the Israeli Army. And during that time I also found out I was pregnant, but your choice was you either do it or you're not allowed in the Army. After the abortion, I found myself in the hospital room crying, and I chose to ignore the feeling of emptiness. It was just a struggle probably for 6 months because I didn't want to forgive myself. And it was someone that explained it to me, so I chose, to forgive myself. And I come back today so that I could be here for the dedication of the Garden of Life. And I planted one for my son.
In the last few years, Ba'at Chaim has been able to help several hundred women. You know, usually when someone has an abortion, you're thinking that the girl is under 18, maybe a 15-year-old, but really, 45% of the abortions done in Israel are married women. Less than 10% of the girls are under 18. Many of the women are in their 20s, 30s, divorced women. We have helped a wide gamut of women.
I had just seen the image of the baby on the ultrasound screen with its beating heart. It hit me that in a few moments his heart would no longer be beating, and I wept. The doctor said this was the only chance, the last opportunity, and that I had to decide. I chose to be a mother. It was very hard after that. The army gave me a discharge, but I had nowhere to live. It was then that I heard about Ba'at Chaim and contacted them. I spoke to Sharon on the phone. She said, "Don't worry, don't abort, we'll help you." Ba'at Chaim put me in contact with one of their volunteers named Roberta, right here in Ramat Gan. Roberta took me into her home. I was already in the 7th month, and she helped me with everything, including getting to all my medical checkups. Roberta helped me with getting used to the idea that I was going to be a single mother. Ba'at Chaim helped me with all the necessary supplies and equipment for the expected baby. At the Jerusalem office, they gave me beautiful clothes and blankets for him. That made me so happy. I stayed with Roberta for a month. Then I moved to a Ba'at Chaim apartment in Akko for pregnant mothers. I went there at 36 weeks, and soon after delivered my baby, Tom. Tom is everything to me. He's worth every tear I shed. When he was born, I didn't have anything. Ba'at Chaim was great. Knowing I'd get the Super Farm vouchers for baby formula, the stroller, bed, and a place in which to live meant so much. I knew I'd be able to work after that and get my life together. You offer such great assistance to each woman.
We need your support to sponsor a woman for 1 full year. All it requires is $1,500. That's not very much money. And so if 12 people, imagine this, 12 people could pay $12 a month for a year, you would be able to save a life of a baby in Israel.